Are you ready? I said, are you ready? Fine. Don't let me have fun. Today we are covering terrain. After this, all we have is generic special rules and then factions. You're done. You're done. It's amazing. I think we've spent maybe 25 minutes together through these couple of videos, and you're gonna have everything you need to get started. That's why I want you to have this. So let's look at terrain. Now, terrain, of course, is anything on the battlefield. Broken tanks, buildings, scattered terrain, whatever. They define it in a couple of kind of broad terms, so we're going to go over a couple of them. Whoa. Thank you. So, open terrain. Open terrain looks nice, but doesn't do anything. Don't worry about it. You got a road. Road's not going to do anything. It just looks nice. Ignore it. Impassable terrain. Now, this is terrain that you cannot move through. Now, units may not move through impassable terrain unless they have a rule that allows them to ignore it. You can't go through the ocean, you can't go over the mountain, you can't go over the canyon, stuff like that. Blocking terrain. These are terrains that you can't see or shoot through. This is the big one. So blocking terrain is going to let you be able to hide and maneuver your buildings, your walls, all your good stuff that's going to block your line of sight, so that you have to maneuver tactically. Cover terrain. Now, cover terrain, this is the other really important one. So cover terrain is the stuff that's going to give you your cover save. Now, cover terrain is nice because cover terrain has kind of a sweeping, if you're behind this, you get it. You don't have to be obscured. If you're behind this terrain, you get it. The majority of models in the unit are behind a piece of cover terrain. You get a +1 to defense rolls for blocking hits from shooting attacks. Doesn't help you against psychic, doesn't help you against melee, but you can hide behind that sandbag. Difficult terrain. Difficult terrain is your mud, your river, trying to get through woods. Keep in mind, terrain can be more than one thing. Any model moving through difficult terrain at any point in its move may not move more than 6 inches. This is really important because if you've got mud and wood, you're only going to get your 6 inches. Doesn't matter if you're charging, doesn't matter if you're rushing, doesn't matter if you're advancing. 6 inches is the max. Dangerous terrain. Dangerous terrain is also not great. Dangerous terrain, quicksand, razor wire, minefields, stuff that's going to hurt you or outright kill you. If a model moves in, through, or on to activate the dangerous terrain, they must take it during dangerous terrain test. A dangerous terrain test roll dice. If it's a 1, automatic wound. Nice and simple, right? That's it. Models with toughness X in the unit, then you must roll X dice for them instead of 1 die. So if you've got models that have tough 3 in the unit, then you must roll 3 dice for them instead of only 1. Still, you still need the 6s. You still got better odds. It's not likely, but it's not great. Lastly, in the base kit, elevated terrain. If it's over 3 inches tall, any gap that's over 1 inch wide counts as elevated terrain, and it is impassable. Any terrain piece that is up to 3 inches can be climbed as part of a regular movement and then move across it if it's up to 1 inch wide as if it were solid ground. So this means if your terrain piece is only 3 inches, you basically ignore it. I mean, really, that's what it comes down to. You climb it as part of your regular move, and that's it. We're done. That's it. That's the basics of the game. You now have everything you need. The special rules are going to come up. You're going to want to make sure that you know the special rules that are relevant to you, but every army list that gets printed from their official army builder has every rule that's relevant to that army in it. So really, if you're looking at your list and you're looking at your opponent's list, every rule that's going to be relevant in this game is going to be on there. It just works. It just works. Now, as a custom rule that I assume is probably in the advanced rules, but I haven't seen those yet, so I'm just going out on a limb here. Most of the time, games like this, stairs would allow you to climb up something that's more than 3 inches. You would just spend your movement. So, for example, if the terrain piece was 6 inches tall, but it had a ladder, you could say that your unit can get to it with 6 inches. That's how far it is up. from the ladder and you would just place the unit at the top of the ladder, stuff like that. It's usually pretty common sense stuff. You just make sure that whoever it is you're playing with, everybody's on the same page, won't have any problems. So, special rules. I'm not sure if I'm going to do one on this or not. I guess I'll see how these do, see if everybody's liking them or if I'm wasting my time. But from Dorkness Inc., from one ninja bot to an army of dorks, I appreciate you. Thank you. We will be back soon. We'll have more stuff coming. We got a lot of stuff in the works for this, hopefully. But for now, we're going to say adieu. If we get any response to it, then I'll go ahead and go over the special rules. One way or the other, I'll probably start looking at the army soon and seeing what I can do about bringing that to you in a bite-sized chunk. And we'll see where we end up. Thank you again.